Hey, I'm Jeremiah. I'm a pro wingfoiler all the way from New Zealand, and I have come here to Giske in Norway, where the sun almost never sets, to set a world record attempt for a 24-hour period on wingfoil. So I want to talk to you, talk a little about this spot. What's it like, and what can I expect here?
Oh, this is the island of Giske. It's quite a tiny island with a lot of sandy beaches around. Now it's northerly wind, so then the beach here is perfect, where we have the water sports center.
So the sun's just risen. It's pretty early, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's time to head down. I'm going to rig my gear up, and the plan is to be on the water going by 6 o'clock in the morning. So I've got 50 minutes or something. Yeah, so I'm feeling pretty good. Actually, had a good night's sleep, so I think that's going to be key to this. Obviously, we woke up a little bit early, but not super early. You know, sun's already risen over there, and the wind looks good. The main thing I'm worried about is getting cold. Yeah. Here we are at the spot. This is the Giske Sport, the local water sports centre I've been training out of. And yeah, it's a wonderful spot. The beach is just stunning and super easy to do. So if anybody wants to come for a wingfoil trip to Norway, this is the place to come. So here we go. I've got a 104 litre TurtleWing board. I've got my R6 V2, so that's a 430 foil. And I'm taking my 6.5 ENSIS double ace. So got a good wide range of equipment. This gear is, I found, to be the easiest to go, you know, consistently quite fast. Small foil means less pressure on the legs. The big board means it's always easy to get up, and the 6.5 is a nice powerful size, but it's not too big that it gets in the way. So for me, I want to get as close as possible to 500 kilometers, the 12-hour mark, which will blow out any previous 12-hour record. And that's above a 24-knot pace average, including stops. So that's pretty fast. It's an ambitious goal. It's going to be really hard. I'm not sure if I'll make it with the training I've done, pushing my boundaries a lot, but that's the big goal for the first bit. And then overall, I'd really like to be able to get to the 800 kilometer mark. And if I do that, I will be one happy chappy. That's a very long way, twice as far as anybody else has done on a wingfoil so far. Putting the distance that I'm trying to do into perspective, this is about the length of New Zealand's North Island, almost twice the distance from Norway to Scotland, and about 10 crossings of the English Channel. Feeling good, ready to go.
Off you go.
20 minutes in, I had my first crash, and I had this like belt which had all my food in it and everything, and it broke off in the first crash. So that was a disaster. Luckily I had a camel pack backpack, so I turned that around, put it on the front, and put all my snacks into that, and got straight up and continued. So it didn't end up being such a problem. So at the beginning, I went out and I just tried to play it cool, keep it easy. I was a little bit below pace what I wanted to be, but I was sitting about 23 knots average, I think. 2 hours in, I had a disaster. It was a really big crash, and a piece of my equipment broke. This being low tide, it was a bit of a disaster, so getting back to the beach was really difficult. I asked the shore crew to come over, and they got me the replacement part, but it took them an hour to get to the other side where I was. So in this hour, I really struggled riding. Physically, it was difficult, and I was going much slower. But not only that, I also spent another 10 minutes doing the changeover. So looking at the splits, you can see here, I'm 2 knots below the average pace needed, and I'm looking like I'm gonna be 9.5 kilometers behind target. So I've got quite a lot of work to do at this point. So at about 6.5 hours in, the Trace guys with Chantal reanalyzed the splits and told me exactly how fast I needed to go to get to that 500 kilometer mark. I kept getting closer to the desired split, but because I wasn't going fast enough beforehand, the desired split kept going up and up and up. So at about 8 hours in, I went I just have to push. I have to go so hard to be able to catch this number.
So we had these planned times to have breaks, and when Maya wasn't stopping for those breaks, I realized that he was really going to be chasing this 500 kilometer mark. And yeah, it was crazy. He didn't stop for any of his breaks, and we ended up just passing his food out to him where he picked it up. And yeah, it was amazing to watch, but equally it was a bit scary.
So it got up to 24 or 25 knots average that I had to hit, and my overall was 22 knots or something like that. So I just went, all right, this is all or nothing, no breaks, we're not stopping. Yeah, this bit was mentally really, really tough, and physically it was excruciating. I was locked in completely, pushing as hard as I could. I couldn't go any faster the whole time. So at this stage I was really locked in, I was sending as hard as possible, and potentially this was the hardest part of the challenge. I was going full send and my body was dying. And not only am I struggling to, remain at this speed, but I'm saying to myself, this is going to be hard, maybe you're not even going to make it. And if you don't make it, you're seriously hurting your chances for the whole record, for the 24 hours as a whole. Like, is this the right thing to be doing? And at this point, I really doubled down. I upped the speed and went, look, if you crash at any stage, you're going to be out, you're not going to make it. It's super, super close. You need to push, you need to go faster. So at this point, the speeds on the reaches on starboard, we're getting, 27s and 28s. And on my port tack, which is my favorite side, I don't really understand why I was going slower, but I was, 23s, 24s, and often 25s. In the last half an hour, for the first time, my rolling average became higher than the pace needed to make it. So I was on target. I didn't know this. I was just sending it as hard as I could. I've gone further downwind. Previously, I was staying quite high upwind for a bit flatter water. Everything was easier, but it meant I had to jibe more often. I was really, really losing out on the jibes, and I had to go much faster the whole time to account for this. By coming down lower, I had to do less jibes. I was just putting my head down, continuing. I didn't have any updates. I didn't want to stop and press the buttons. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't press my headphones. And basically what we did was the guys were going to ring me if I did make it. So here, 3 minutes to go, and I'm still not there.
Oh my God. 1 minute margin.
At 500 kilometers, I got the phone call from Chantal. You did it. And yeah, I was over the moon. I was actually quite surprised. I'm coming back after doing, 501.7 in a 12-hour window. Coming back into the beach was really, really nice. I got a phone call. I was wearing these Ionic Flow headphones, which bone conducting headphones, and I could accept calls and talk to my friends, and they last the whole 12 hours. It was really cool. So I got a call from Camille and Freddie and the whole of the Wingfoil racing crowd, and they kind of cheered me on and, said great job. And it was really cool to talk to my friends after completing something so hard. Cool, so I've just finished wingfoiling 500 kilometers in 12 hours, which is leg 1. I'm about to go back out on the water and continue for the rest of the 24-hour window. But I'm really, really stoked that I've got this done. Actually, at the beginning I had some gear failures and stuff, and some crashes, and was going a little bit slow. The wind wasn't there. And 6.5 hours in, I calculated it might just be possible to get to 500 kilometers. And so for 5.5 hours, I was absolutely sending it as fast as I possibly could. And with 1 minute to go, I managed to get it done. So I'm super stoked, really, really happy with that. 500 kilometers, 12 hours. New unofficial world record. Time to head back out there and do it all over again. So after having a rest on the beach like that, it wasn't particularly easy to get back out there. Everything hurt. My hands were struggling to open when I got back in, but I got some food in me, some energy, and a much needed reset. Going back out in the water, I was actually excited to have another crack at it. and I was still elated from that 500 kilometer milestone.
I'm going out for my second session on the water, and yeah, couldn't be more stoked. So we're taking this one a bit more chill. The last session was 12 really intense hours with no breaks at all. I had some crashes. That was it. Didn't stop to have a break for 12 hours. In the last 5.5, I was pushing as hard as I possibly could to try and catch back up. So this should be a more enjoyable session. Look at how stunning this is. So, yep, enjoying myself on the water, and 500 kilometers in. Look at this, man, it's just stunning. I love this place. I'm having fun, if you can believe it.
But going forwards after a few hours, you know, saying to myself, only 10 hours left to go, didn't do wonders. So that became quite hard.
Look at the sun setting. Wow, it's beautiful. And I'm talking to my mum and dad on the phone right now. Oh, it's good. But it's starting to get a little bit cold.
So during this time I was ringing my parents and my sister back home, which was pretty cool. So for them in New Zealand, it was the middle of the day when I was in the middle of the night, and we were singing kind of karaoke songs, and we had a really nice catch up. So they were there supporting me for a solid 5 or 6 hours.
Miss Elias Astal.
And I'm Jacob Giske.
And we were so stoked because we got to come with the best guy in the world at Wingfoiling. And we had this good experience. We got to make sure he didn't die on his journey. So it was fun.
We were the best safety guys and the only safety guys. On the safety side, we were pretty worried about the cold and the fact that he was trying to wingfoil for 24 hours alone in the dark. My background is that I'm a firefighter, so we had a lot of safety equipment with floats and oxygen and first aid kits and water and food and blankets and heating elements. We had a lot with us. We also called the local ambulances and got them on standby in case anything could happen.
Come on board now.
Hey.
Also just having a little break on the boat, got the coffees. What happened with the wing?
Well, the first time Jeremiah tried to board the boat, he first attached the wing to the boat, and then he tried to attach the board to the boat, but then he lost the board and he detached the wing and lost the wing. So the wing just took off with the wind, and he saved the board and tried to swim after, and we were anchored up. So
Panic.
we all just panicked. So we rushed down, got the wing, had a fight with the wing.
Yeah.
This was a big wing and a small boat. So.
I was kind of getting tired, but after that, I think my pulse were at 200 or something, so we woke up. But yeah, it was really scary.
So yeah, that was pretty close to disaster. Luckily nothing went wrong and we cut that break short and headed back out onto the water again.
Kind of scary not getting, because it was so dark we could almost not see him.
Yeah.
And
before we got the lights,
yeah,
it was pretty scary.
Pretty scary.
We had no idea where he was.
When it rains, it pours. Water's up to my chin. Won't stop fighting to the very end.
You know, the first half was really a physical challenge, and the second half becomes almost purely a mental challenge. It's so difficult, so hard to stay focused, and I became freezing cold. During the night, I had a lot of crashes. There were things in the water, fish probably, and definitely seaweed. And because of this, I kept getting cold. I never dried. I did have this GLOVII stay warm vest on, but even at that point, my body energy was so low that I wasn't able to reheat back up. And by the end hours of the night, I was really, really cold.
So I'm pretty tired. The sun's coming back up again, so we're through the hardest part. And just got 3 hours left. So I'm just trying to survive and down the foil. So it's definitely dropping off a little bit. Yeah, that was hard. So yeah, the sun is back. The sun's back rising again through the hardest part, and the wind is definitely dropping. Struggling a little bit here, but that's part of it, isn't it? So it's another beautiful day, and I just hope I can stay on the foil next few hours.
The last hours, I think I was more and more sure that we were going to make it. But it was scary because we were getting really tired.
My thoughts were that if he's gonna pass out, he's gonna pass out now. So it was a combined feeling of scared of if anything happened, but excited because we were so close.
Every time you came around the boat, we'd go, yeah, come on! And
Okay, so we've got less than 1 hour to go, and I am really struggling. I'm completely exhausted. Just trying to keep fighting on this. And just the fact that I'm feeling empty. I'm gonna drop off. It's gonna lie. It's gonna be hard. I'm to stay up. Oh yeah, how far I've got. I'm gonna make sure. Happy with it. I've got all the way at the end. So it's me right now, so he doesn't matter. It's absolutely beautiful to see. But yeah, very hard. Mentally, the last hour before this was pretty tough. Yeah. It's getting hard to focus. Now I go. I cannot wait for a nice warm shower. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with the experience and it's all done.
It's not every day someone comes here to set the world record to these small islands. It's pretty nice to be a part when something that big happens. I think most people who watch this don't understand how hard it is. Be awake for 24 hours, but to actually foil for 24 hours, it needs so much discipline and training.
Hey guys, so I think that's it. I've still got 25 minutes to go, but I've dropped off the foil, and
I can't get back up. That's it for me. Thanks so much. Yeah. No idea where I finish up. Oh, I guess I'll check that now. Cool, so getting picked up and I just turned the tracking off and guess what? We got 807! So I made it to 800 and I'm happy with that.
How are you feeling?
Exhausted. Nearly made it to 24 hours. 23 hours and 40 minutes. I dropped off 4 airlift. No chance to get back.
Nobody's calling.
Must be, yeah. Hi.
Well done. Record breaker. 805.
Thank you.
805 kilometres. Oh my god, Mark. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Very, very, very cool. Oh my god, you sound good. You sound good. Oh, you felt that dizzy.
Yeah, I feel horrible. Going into this, I felt like I had set myself some pretty big goals. The 500 and 800 kilometer marks felt like they were really big. I wasn't sure that I would be able to do either of those. So to make both of them, I'm really happy with my performance, with how it went, and I'm super grateful to my team for supporting me to get to that because it was close the whole way through. I want to say a massive thank you to ENSIS and Trace who supported me through this and are the sponsors of this video. Thank you guys so much. We couldn't have done this without you. For me, this is really a verification of the principle that you can push your body much more than your mind leads you to believe.